Hey, Green Nation. Man, I got a crazy one for you guys. You guys aren't gonna believe this one. I had to go to the ER by ambulance. Dup, I said it. That's my life. More chest pain, except this was worse. This is the worst it's ever been. Normally, which I highly do not recommend when you're having chest pain, is to drive. But normally, me, since I know my body, I drive from Pinellas County all the way to Hillsborough, all the way to downtown Tampa to Tampa General, which is about 22 miles. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, that's a long way to go driving with chest pain. So what would make me, instead of driving to the ER, go by ambulance to the ER? If normally I drive to the ER when I'm having chest pain. You're right. It must have been worse. And you're absolutely right. It was. So what happened? So I'm sitting there about to eat, because y'all know I love to eat. I love to eat food. I love to get down. And I'm sitting on a couch. And bam! There's this weird, unforgettable, never seen, thinkable feeling like somebody just took a butcher knife and shoved it deep down in my heart. I could not catch my breath. This is bad. Real bad. I've never had that pain before. And that's key. Because normally when I get chest pain, it's a squeezing, dull, fluttering, like that's fluttering, or something else. But not take a knife and shove it in you and carve you like a pumpkin on Halloween. And I had this pain that went from my right chest. Normally, my chest pain is on the right. But this time in particular, it was on the left. High. About mid-sternum over. Trying to put some medical terminology on you guys. Mid-clavicular. So, mid-clavicular is clavicle, going down to the nipple line. In between that area is this sharp, gruesome, agony, terrifying, tearing, ripping pain. Radiating, which means moving, up to the neck and the jaw. Sweating profusely. And all I could think of is something is wrong. Of course, something is wrong, because this isn't normal. It's not normal for anybody, but not normal for me, because I've never had this pain. And I'm sitting there clutching my chest, and I'm deciding, "20 miles to the ER where you're transplanted." team is. Are you gonna risk it? Now you guys know I'm a big risk taker. I do some crazy stuff. But as a paramedic, knowing anatomy and physiology, knowing what can happen, no, I didn't take the risk. Not this time. Didn't mess with Lady Fortune or Lady Luck. My brother shows up. Thank God he just shows up out of nowhere. I text him, hey, you still in St. Pete? And he comes right through the door. I'm like, dude, I'm having some right side chest pain. Left-sided chest pain. Midclavicular. From the sternum all the way to the midclavicular down the midline to the nipple. Pain 10 out of 10. Radiating to the neck, to the jaw. I'm cool, pale, and diaphoretic. Those are simple signs of shock. I've never had this before. We both know what's gonna happen. And I tell him call 911. Because this is a possible heart attack. Classic signs. This is the type of stuff I go through while I'm waiting during this evaluation to get on the transplant list, to get a second heart transplant. Ten out of 10 chest pain radiating from the neck to the jaw. Cool, pale, diaphoretic. Sweating profusely. And then I get dizzy and can't focus and concentrate. It's been a long time since I've had to ride in the back of an ambulance as the patient. I'm used to the other side, being the provider, being the medic, being the guy that's cool under pressure. Not particularly this time, because you know what could happen. You could go into cardiac arrest, could go unconscious, could die. Or things stay the same when you get to the ER. So we call my brothers at the fire department. It takes them about, let's say, 4.5 minutes to get to my house. Then the ambulance pulls up. Doing EKG. Shows a little bit of ST elevation. Just a little bit. Throw in a line, put me in the ambulance, rush me to the hospital. Got to the hospital in less than 5 minutes. That's fast. ER, EKG, troponin levels, labs, X-ray, echo. Whoops. Gotta get all that in there. This is the big one. Welcome to my life. What I go through. It's stressful. It can be depressing at times. And with all this going on, all you can think of is you're dying. Because that's what infarcting means. The heart muscle is infarcting, it's dying. It's not getting oxygen. Yeah, I had to let that sit in. So you can realize just how much a person has to go through in order to get a transplant. It's not just, doc, hey, let's go to the OR, put this puppy in, wait a couple weeks, and live the good life. Things have to get worse before they get better when it comes to transplantation. That is unfortunately how it works. That's the truth behind all of this. Because you can't be healthy and get a transplant of any kind. You have to be sick. You gotta be pretty damn sick. And sometimes the sicker you get, the closer you are to a transplant. What is the irony in that? That's something they don't tell you when you go to sign up, when you have to get a transplant. That's the truth.